Here we want to find the tangent line approximate for x, f of x equal to sine x near x equal to 0. So, as a reminder, what is the tangent line approximation? It can be written as f of x gonna be approximated as f of a plus f of prime of a and then x minus a, that is near x equal to 0. So what we want to find here is f of a and f of prime of a. Here a is 0, so we want to find f of 0. So sine of 0 is just 0. And then f of prime of x as the derivative of sine, it's cosine. And then cosine of 0 here is just 1. Now we're gonna plug these values into the approximation. So it's gonna be 0 and plus 1, then multiply by x minus 0. That's gonna result in x. So the value of the function, approximate function, is x. So what does that mean? When we graph it, this is the sine function, and we are asking to approximate the function at x at the point x equal to 0 using the tangent line approximation. So what they're gonna be, that just x is just a line that passes through the center. That is, we can also call it y equal to x. Now, what we can do, if we zoom in the center at x equal to 0, when we zoom in, we will not tell these functions apart. That's what does that mean. So here, what's the local linearization of e to the kx near x equal to 0? So local linearization, remember, is the same as the tangent line approximation. Tangent line approximation is f of a plus f of prime of a multiplied by x minus a. And here a is 0. So we want to find f of 0 and f prime of 0 to plug these back into the approximation. So f of x here is k e to the kx. So f of 0 is just e to the 0, which is 1. And then we need first to find f of prime of x, and that's gonna be e to the kx, and then use the chain rule, multiply by k, and then evaluate that at x equal to 0, and gonna result k e to the 0, which is just k. Now we're gonna use these values and plug them into the approximation. So that's gonna be 1 plus k x minus 0, and that's gonna be 1 plus kx. That's the approximate function near x equal to 0. So now I want to think again, what does this mean? What's the meaning of this? The meaning of this is that if we zoom in on the graph of the true function, which is e to the kx, and to the approximate function 1 plus kx, near the value x equal to 0, if we zoom in at this point, we will not tell these functions apart. They will be aligned on each other at that point. Here we want to find the tangent line approximation to 1 over x near x equal to 1. So here our function f of x is 1 over x and a is 1. So f of x again gonna be approximated as f of a plus f of prime of a multiplied by k minus a, x minus a, pardon me. And then a here is 1, so f of 1 minus f of prime of 1 multiplied by x minus 1. So we want to find first f of 1 and f of prime of 1. So f of 1 gonna be just 1 over 1, which is just 1. And then we need first to find the f of prime of x to find f of prime of 1. F of x can be written as x to the negative 1. And then f of prime of x gonna be minus 1 multiplied by x, and then to the power negative 2. This is using the power rule, and then we can write that in the fraction form. And f of prime 1 gonna be just 1, minus 1, pardon me. Now I'm gonna plug these values into the approximation. So f of x gonna be approximated to 1 minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1. That gonna be approximated to 1, and then minus x plus 1. That gonna be 2 minus x. This is again near x equal to 1.